Hey, what's good, everybody? This is the Quant Edge Video Series presented by FantasySportsMarkets.com. He, of course, is Derek Brown, the resident preseason NFL DFS expert. I can't believe I actually said that without completely stumbling over myself. Me, I'm Ben Heisler. Derek has an awesome article over at thequantedge.com informing all of you of all of his latest preseason plays, snap counts, everything you need to nominate in week 2 for preseason. And, coincidentally enough, over at fantasysportsmarkets.com, we have a free preseason contest where first place takes home $50 to NFLshop.com. And if you look below, just for following us on Twitter, you can win $100 to NFLshop.com. All right, Z-Bro, you ready to go over the matchups?
Yeah, let's run through it, Ben.
Okay, so let's start with Philadelphia and Jacksonville. This is a game that looks to be incredibly low scoring. We've already seen the totals go down substantially for both these teams, and you're looking particularly at a defense here.
Yeah, I think that this is going to be a nasty matchup. But like you're talking about the totals, I think between all of the check down masters at quarterbacks and how a lot of this game script is going to play out, I think that the Eagles are probably going to be the chalk defense, but I really like the Jags here. Thorson looked lost in the headlights last week. We all know Cody Kessler is not a good quarterback. So I actually like the pivot, and I like going with the Jags in this one.
All right, for the Jets and the Falcons for tonight, we've actually seen the total go up from 42 to 43. Coincidentally enough, the Falcons have actually pushed that number up, going from an implied total of 21.5 to 22.5. Anybody from this game in particular stand out to you if you're going to making rosters tonight?
Yeah, there's two players that I like a lot in this one. One being Elijah McGuire. If you look at his snap percentage last week, he's right in line with Trenton Cannon, but the difference is that McGuire's the only guy that got run with all three quarterbacks. I think that could be on the outside of this roster looking in, so he could get a lot of run in this game. The other guy that I like a whole lot is Russell Gage with the Falcons. He's had a good camp so far. He was highly targeted last week, and I think this could be another good matchup for him because the Jets' cornerbacks are they're bad.
Yeah, they're either bad or they're actually sick. And we're not sure what to do with that situation. So a good opportunity for Atlanta to capitalize in week 2 of the preseason. To Green Bay and Baltimore, another game where we've seen the total go from 40 all the way down to 37. But that's interesting because I think this is going to be a game that a lot of people are likely to target because of a lot of guys likely getting a lot of snaps tonight. So in Green Bay and Baltimore, even though the total might be going down, there's a name or two that you're intrigued by.
Yeah, I'm actually kind of fading Dexter Williams in this game because he's had a lot of problems with catching passes in practice right now. So I think he's going to be a popular name, but it's not a guy that I'm going to find in a lot of my lineups for this one. The guy that I think is going to be on the tip of everybody's tongue is Miles Boykin, and it absolutely should be. I think the guy gets volume tonight. He would have had a monster game last week, had a touchdown call back, so you got to love him in this one.
Cincinnati is going to Washington. This game has moved down just a tad from 41.5 in the total down to 41. Interestingly enough, too, Cincinnati's had at one point a little bit of positive line movement that has since gone back down. Anyone from this game that you have your eye on?
Yeah, I like Ryan Finley a lot in this game. I think that his snaps go up this week. I think Driscoll has been pulling his best Danny Etling impression and getting some work at wide receiver, so it means good things for Finley. I mean, he played with the third team last week and performed really well. He was very composed even behind the third-string offensive line, so I like him a lot in this one.
Also, Stanley Morgan is a guy that you're intrigued by as well. There's a potential stack. Not Morgan Stanley, but Stanley Morgan. Again, a name to watch out for tonight. And then certainly last but not least, the Raiders and the Cardinals. This one is going down from a total of 41 down to 40. I apologize for anybody that loves Chris Berman for what just happened there. But with this matchup, Arizona's always going to be intriguing because of all the playmakers they have on the offensive side of the ball. Anybody that you're particularly interested in for?
Like Gruden says, we've all seen all the clips lately. It's all about execution. And the guy
it's all about bleeping execution.
Oh my God, dude, he was lit in that clip. I love it. The guy that I like in this game is probably Trent Sherfield. I think that he gets run. He's been playing with first, second, third teams Kingsbury talked him up after last week's game, so I think that he plays a good high amount of snaps regardless of whoever's under center this week.
All right, so for more information, for more ways to maybe to get your lineups complete, head on over to thequantedge.com. Read Derek's article. It'll make you a smarter DFS player, especially for the preseason. And then once you read it, head on over to fantasysportsmarkets.com and enter our free contest there. If you also want to play for cash, we have head-to-heads available for the preseason as well. For Derek, I am Ben. Thank you guys for watching. It's the Quant Edge Video Series presented by fantasysportsmarkets.com.